Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to In the Bag Disc Golf. What we're doing today is another one brand, one round. This time it's Prodiscus. It's the other brand that's in Finland, other one being Westside Discs. But Prodiscus is a very good company. I used to have a lot of them in my bag. Nowadays, not so much. Doesn't make them any less good of a company, though. They got a lot of good discs. I just have certain discs that I like a little bit more. But we can start off real fast. We'll go through the discs. That way we don't take too long here. We'll jump out to the course, hopefully end up under par, and we'll come back for the wrap up. So, starting off for our distance drivers. Slatey. We get it where it doesn't wash out so bad here. So, this is it's kind of like a more stable destroyer or raider. It's actually 12503. So it's pretty good. It tends to be pretty stable for me. I don't have the hugest arms, so whenever I want to get a nice straight line with some distance, I gotta kind of put it out on some ante and let it flex. So I tend to throw a lot of flex shots with this unless I want it to get left. Our straight fairway driver will be the Lasery. I really like this disc. I used to have it in my bag all the time. It used to always be in there, but it kind of migrated out whenever I got the Night Strike FD, the Night Strike 2 anyway. The Night Strike 2 is a little more stable than the regular Night Strike, so it ended up being really similar to the Lasery and just kind of kicked it out of the bag. But every now and then it goes back in. If it's going to be a little windy, I want that straight flying shot into the headwind, I'll throw this in there. Our overstable fairway will be the Respecty. Now this disc is more, it's kind of like, I don't know what's the best way to put it. It's kind of in between a Firebird and a T-Bird. It's a pretty stable fairway driver, especially for me. If you got a huge arm, it might be a straight flyer that just finishes hard left in the end, but it's a pretty stable fairway driver. Our mid-range that we'll be using is the Madari. And this thing is clear as clear can be. But the cool thing about this one, which is not common with most of their discs, is it's pretty soft. And I like that. So when it hits the ground, it tends to stay. It doesn't really get a whole lot of action. So it's useful in those certain circumstances there, and it's very straight. It's almost understable. If you put it on ante, it's just going to hold ante. If you put it on hyzer, it may flip up and go straight if you put a lot of power in it. But if you just throw it soft, it's just going to go straight, and then finish on the end. But it's a very good disc. I like it. My favorite disc in Prodiscus, the Jokery. This thing is awesome. It used to always be in my bag. It hasn't been lately. I took it out because I had a couple other putters I've been throwing. But you know what? I might be putting it back in pretty soon because I miss throwing it. It's got a really good line on it. And we'll be putting with the Sparta. And I got this disc because of, I mean, just look how cool it looks. It's got all this cool little flaring going on in it. And I needed a good putter for this video, so I went out and got this one. I would putt with the Jokery, but it's in that Ultraman plastic, so it's real slick, and you don't want to be putting with that. So I got this. It's real grippy. I've putted with it a little bit here and there, and it's a pretty straight to overstable. It's almost kind of like a P2, which I like. So those will be the only discs that we're using today. We'll go hit the 9-hole course, hopefully come up under par, and we'll see you when you get back. Alright, this time, one brand, one round. We're going Prodiscus. I really do like this brand. I've thrown it quite a bit. Some of these discs I haven't thrown, so that'll be pretty cool to test them out. We'll go Slatey off of hole 1. It's kind of like a destroyer, a little more stable. Well, we got that thing real low and nice, and it just kept skipping. Here, let me get in front of the sun. It just kept skipping all the way over the left. We might even be in the ditch. Let's go find out. All right, so we actually are over here in the ditch a little bit. We're putting with the Sparta today. Look how cool it looks. It's got all that flaring in it. It's pretty sweet. It's in a base model type plastic, so it's nice and grippy. Overstable putter, jokery of course. Oh! Well, I got that way too high. I was expecting it to drop, and it just kept going. How it lifted in a tailwind, I don't know. So, let's go bang out a putt. Alright, starting off par. It's alright, we'll get some birdies. Alright, so I'm a little worried about the slatey and this tailwind getting too stable on me and cutting off on my distance. So we'll go lasery, which is a little less stable, and hopefully be able to just stay straight in this tailwind. Alright, so even the lasery stabled up on us. I didn't force it over because I didn't want to turn it over. Maybe I should have. See where we're at. Alright, so we nailed that tree. So we got two options. We can go jokery and throw it real hard, or we can go respecty, throw it to the right, let it eat left. What to do? We'll go jokery. I don't know if I'm right in your way. That'll play. We just threw it out on a hyzer. The overstability of that putter kept it on hyzer, and it just skipped right to the basket with that slick plastic. Alright, pretty simple shot here. So this let me turn you up a little bit here. I used to have this jokery in the bag all the time. You know, honestly, I'm not sure why I ever took it out. I think it might be going back in. It just flies so good. And this one's really pretty. Look at that. Purple stamp, blue and orange dye. I really miss this disc in the bag. Might be going back in. Alright, so we got two choices here. Lasery or slatey. I'm thinking slatey. And we kind of force it over a little bit. Not very good. Well, we found a disc on the course here, so we'll pause play real fast. See if this Brian guy will answer. Hey, is this Brian? Hey, I found your disc over here at B&B, or Bayou Bend over here in Deer Park. It's a trespass. Huh? Alright. Yes, sir, anytime, man. Alright, you too. Bye. Alright, guy doesn't want it back. What's up, man? How you doing? Alright, so let's approach with the jokery. We got a little headwind. I might be right in your way. Not what I was hoping for. Not what I was hoping for at all. I didn't want it to hyzer out and go in the ditch. But we got a long putt now. Let's go knock it out, save our par. And we got a new disc because old boy didn't want it. He said, "Oh, I don't even like that disc, keep it." So, yeah, at least we called him. You gotta keep that karma up. Anytime you find a disc on the course, call the guy, because that's what you would want if you lost your disc. Okay. Too long of a putt to be comfortable, but we're gonna make it. Whoa, wrong side. Okay, so par. We're just parring up the whole course here. It's time to get a birdie. Let's get it. Alright. So I really want to throw the jokery here, because I think that would do well here. But let's throw the respecty. Not very hard, but hard enough to get there, because it's pretty stable. So I think it'll hyzer in towards the basket. Well, I should have thrown it a little bit harder. I threw it on an ante and just let it kind of just flex its way in there. Still left with about a 12-footer though. Alright, so we came up a little short next to the tree. Let's bang this putt out. Kind of going in between. We got a little bit of a headwind, so I'm kind of leaning towards the jokery, but it's real slick, so yeah. That thing holds all right. A little bit of a hyzer putt, like I normally have. Spun it right in there. First birdie. Let's go. All right. Off the tee. Hole 5. Tunnel shot. Slatey it is. Well, that just nailed that hill and then kind of settled up on the hill. One of those numbers. Alright, we got a decent putt here. About 15 feet. Nothing too difficult. That puts us 2 down. Let's go to 6. Alright, let's see what this laser will do here. Alright, we put it on a little bit of flex and it kind of came over, hyzered back out barely, ended up straight as an arrow. So still gonna be a difficult putt. Alright, I was worried about going too long, so I didn't throw it too hard. I should have threw it harder. It's been a long time since I threw a lasery. We got a little headwind. Spin it right in. Oh, right off the top. We'll go knock out our par. Alright, I think this is the perfect opportunity to throw our only mid-range we have in the bag. Madari. And it's clear. I like it. It's pretty nice. It's a little understable though, so. Should have put a little more on it. Kind of lost speed and actually hyzered out. So it's gonna make a long putt. Actually hyzered out on a short. I should have threw it harder. I was worried about it kind of turning over in this slight right to left wind. All right, so we are going to spin this thing right at the basket. Not caring if we overshoot it. We're gonna try to make this. All right, so this is what happens when you spin it at the basket and try to make it. You got a comebacker. Whoa. Oh, that thing was bouncing all over the place. But we got our par. Should have been a bird. Alright, so I know I'm going slatey on the next hole. I know this. So let's go respecty on this hole. See if we can't spin it real low under the tree. Get a good skip towards the bat. Well, we did get a skip towards the basket, but it was short and went left to the basket. All right, we got to make a big putt, save our round because we're only 2 down. Yeah. We needed that. We needed that big time. All right, 3 down. All right, let's get this thing under the basket. All right, we're gonna have to put this thing out hard and flat. Hope for a big skip. Well, we went past the hill. Let's see where we ended up. All right, so we barely crested the hill, so we got a long putt. So we'll go spar it again, but I really want to try putting with this jokery. I just wish I had a base plastic for it. Under the basket. All right, 3 down. Not bad. Out of everything, the best disc that they have, in my opinion, that I've tried, jokery. And I think it might be going back in the bag. Anyway, let's head back home. It's starting to get a little chilly out here, and my beverages are about run out. So let's get back home for the wrap up. All right, so we ended up -3 through 9, and that's not too bad. I mean, let's be honest, that's pretty good. We'll just jump into the discs and kind of how they flew for us. About normal. We had a little bit of wind, so in tailwind things were getting stable, and headwind things were turning over a little bit, but all in all we had a pretty good round. The lasery, we didn't throw it too well today. We had a couple of good shots with it here and there, but the wind was kind of playing with the disc a little bit today. So I mean, it wasn't crazy windy like the Millennium round, but it was windy enough. This lady, as usual, it's a more overstable destroyer, and I can barely get destroyers to do what I want them to do as it is. But on flex lines, and it flies good, and I can always trust it. It's always going to come back left, and that's good. So it did pretty well for us. The Respecty, I gotta be honest, this is more stable than I remember. I don't remember it being this stable. It was flying pretty firebirdy for me, and that's not bad. But I seem to remember being able to get it out flat longer before it hooked up. I don't know, but it actually got us a birdie. It left us with a long putt, but we hit the putt, so it did okay. The Madari thing flies dead straight. We only really threw it on, what did we throw? We only threw it on 7, I think. I don't think we threw it on anything else. But it's a very straight disc, and it also flew real well for us. The Jokery. Gotta tell you, this thing still flies as good as I remember. I'm gonna have to put it back in the bag. I'm gonna have to. It's good. It's good solid putter. You put some power on it, it's just gonna go out straight, and it's gonna finish. And it doesn't have a ton of glide, but you can put a lot of power into it and not have to worry unless you let it out on a bad angle. It'll carry that ante, but it's a good stable flight, so it'll just go. But it's real stable, so like I said, you can really power it up. The Sparta, I was kind of surprised with it. I mean, like I said earlier, I've putted with it before, but not a whole lot, just kind of messing around. Playing an actual round with it now, I mean, it's not going to make the bag. Let's not go crazy. It's a good putter. I can recommend it. It's a good straight putter. I like it. And it's pretty. But -3 through 9, not too bad. I hope you enjoyed the video. We want to remind you to like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. Make it easy on yourself. Click this guy here. Subscribe right now. As usual, check out some of these videos here. You may see one of our other videos that you really like. Alright, we'll see you next time in the bag disc golf.